Welcome to Fort Collins, Colorado, home to the Colorado State Rams, settled at just over 5,000 feet, and we have a game that will live up to the altitude. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the UNLV Rebels, taking on a fellow Mountain West foe, the Colorado State Rams. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Rams will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So the UNLV Rebels offense will have the first possession of the game. And here comes... This entire offense is built around him. He is the engine of the entire team.
I mean, he's the leader. He's the alpha. Everybody looks towards him. He's been doing it all year long. Everybody believes in this young man. Big opportunity, big stage.
Offense set on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Taking a shot on the first play. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. The Rebels will hustle to the line. You go with the first snap of the game, and you make a big play like that, your confidence just soars.
And I don't know if the defense was sleepwalking here, Reese, but it's almost as if they didn't know the game had actually started. They were just kind of lethargic in the back end. I don't think they were anticipating this offense taking a shot on the first play.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Wide out in motion. To the air. It's O'Neal. Trying to get to him. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Thompson. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw and catch them off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. This defense is giving up yards, but a chance to make a stop on this opening drive on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He won't have any problem with the distance, but the angle could be a different story from the left. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Back to pass, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Makes his connection. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because he gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
The Rams have it with a 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Hard running there. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Line getting set on 2nd down. The give to the back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
Now, a 4th down.
A field goal attempt from here would just be 48 yards, but they'll try to move the chains on 4th down and short. Try to get it on the ground. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. First down to start the drive after the break. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Colorado State.
They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to pass. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Oh, he makes the catch. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Fast motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
And the Rams trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He's at the 50. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Rebels. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn it on the Jets, making the big play.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Colorado State takes over. The Ram offense returns to the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking downfield, it's Fowler Nicolosi. The throw to the outside is complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Got a man. It's Henderson. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground.
That's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
They'll give it to the back. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
The Rams will snap it on 1st and 10. Makes the grab on the shuffle. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting a run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? Wide receiver now comes in motion. On fourth down, they'll run it, looking for the first. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
I know there's a lot of play callers that would try to throw the football there on 4th and 2, but they decided to run it, and that was a great call. First down.
Quarterback will audible. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He finds his man. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. Pushes for the goal line. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Ready? 4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Using the quick game. Makes the grab, but there's not enough room. The defense was ready. They kept their leverage, and they come up with a 4th down stop. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Working the middle, it's complete. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Fort Collins. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low scoring.
And he intercepts it, bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few 1st downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
And the Rebels will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Motion from the offense with the run on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels! Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out.
0.
Arkansas State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week. But they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 9 over Texas State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They're going to open this drive with a pass. A strike downfield. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. And the Rams racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wants to throw. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Got him downfield. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Shut down and shut out in the first half, but finally this offense trying to put something together. Wide receiver shows motion. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Gets open down the middle. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The aerial assault continues. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he's Defense gets the ball back for its own.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thompson. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. You get that turnover, and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Off the play fake on first down. Working that left side. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And David, I know there's a part of you that wonders what if had you played tight end. You and I have been out in the field pregame before. We've been spinning it around with your athleticism. I know you wonder what it would have been like to go make plays like that.
I tell you what, I do wonder what if now, Jesse, because now you can't hit these guys. You're not allowed to hit them high, all the targeting. Like, if you're a big body guy with good hands, you can go make a lot of money. It might have been a little bit safer, might not have got hurt. So, yeah, might not have been that bad of a living.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Let's see what they've got on second down. They move the tight end all over. On the ground, it's Allen. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Stayed behind his pads, kept finding the space. He got 9 on the play. It'll be 4th and 2. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. The official says no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game. It's still a 14-point lead, guys.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Quick release by the QB. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
The give. At the 35, he's open. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you...
He's going up top. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Colorado State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
What a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Dropping back, it's O'Neal. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and UNLV has the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thompson. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Rebels are marching down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Rebels want to move quickly. Wide out in motion. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's Rodgers. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the left side. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UNLV. They push out this lead in the fourth quarter, and it might be enough to give them that elusive second win of the season.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Arkansas State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by just 2 over Texas State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to throw on first down. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. This offense has a second down play. Wide receiver coming across in motion.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Finds his man down the middle. The Rams get it past the sticks. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. They're going to throw it again. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. And the Rams headed quickly to the line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Looking for a man. It's Fowler DiColosi. He's right on target. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. He's looking for a man on second down. Buys a little extra time. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. So they're on the 1-yard line. The incomplete pass on second down. Maybe you just try to drive it in on the ground this time. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Rams! Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
The snap sets up the throw. Feeling some heat. Moving toward the end zone, and fumble!
It was a golden opportunity on that 2-point conversion attempt, but he fumbles. You got to have better ball security. They come away with no points.
UNLV, 21. Colorado State, 13.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that 1 first down ends this football game.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. The give, and tick, 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 tick. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Rebels will call on their punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers.
He's loose. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Rams come to the line in the hurry-up. Comes out throwing on first down. Quickly complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Fast motion from the offense. Looking to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Quickly complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to throw it again. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Taking it the other way. And he was weaving his way and finally brought down around the 23-yard line.
I love defenses that make big plays, that understand what they're trying to get from the offense, understand how to attack it, jump some of these routes, make these interceptions, and then not only that, when you get the football, try to do something with it. Don't slide down. Don't take a knee. Try to bring that thing back to the house. You set your offense up for great field position.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure this doesn't happen next week.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.